first heard we're doing the Odyssey, I was, terrified.
An epic spectacle like no other.
And I was like, whoa, like how are you able to just like tap in?
The Odyssey is the blueprint for modern storytelling.
It was an amazing experience. And Z feels the same.
Matt, Anne.
I very much hope all of my children grow up to be as wonderful as my on-screen child. Tom is like a dream son.
Facial hair was great.
Yeah, well, that took a while.
Tom, Zendaya, Lupita.
We're making the Odyssey cool.
Why this film reignites our love of cinema.
It sort of infuses the culture, as I say.
This is Etalk All Access, The Odyssey.
Action! And 3, 2, 1, action!
I'm about to screen one of the biggest movies of the year, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. I think everybody's heard of it by now, right?
I've been making movies since I was 13 years old, and I have never seen anything like this before.
There's no CGI. Like, if you see 1,000 people battling, there are 1,000 people there.
To learn from this group of people is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
As an artist, he's everybody's dream.
I couldn't be more sure that you're going to enjoy it so much.
Okay, so that was... I can't wait to see it again. Wow.
Let's go!
I love your movie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making it. I studied Greek mythology in university, and it's so exciting to me that there's a younger generation who will be exposed to these stories, and for them, you will be their introductory and defining Odysseus.
Right.
No pressure.
Right.
As someone who has Gen Z and Alpha in their life,
Yeah.
what's the feedback you've gotten? Are they down?
Well, one of my daughters has seen it, but the other 3 haven't yet. They're going to see it next week.
It's an honor. It's really an honor to be part of something so seminal and to affect minds. Like, we're making the Odyssey cool.
You've said you want lots of people to see your movies in the biggest venues. What does it mean to you that there was so much excitement that the tickets for the screenings in the first weekend sold out like in an hour?
Well, that was pretty thrilling and a hopeful sign for the movie.
If you're filmmaker Christopher Nolan, how do you top the Best Picture winning Oppenheimer? You go back to the beginning and adapt Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey, for 2026.
Bringing it all.
This pillar of Greek mythology follows Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, on his hero's journey home, amidst a series of obstacles and immortal temptations to protect the throne. Yes, the Odyssey's impact is everywhere.
The Odyssey fascinated generations for 3,000 years.
The ocean chose me for a reason.
As you wish.
It sort of infuses the culture, and that's what gives you the excitement that you're bringing to a modern audience.
This is your third collaboration with Christopher Nolan, the first time in the lead. You're playing Odysseus.
Yeah.
And all of Odysseus.
No one could stand between me and home, not even the gods.
This is the multitudes of a character. Selfishness, courage, wily, silly, dumb at times, loving. Would you have been ready for this task? The first time you worked with Christopher Nolan, like, what was your training?
The adaptation of this was so great and so clear.
And for now.
Yeah, that's right. And I felt very clear about what every scene was in a way that gave me a confidence that when I first heard we're doing the Odyssey, I was, terrified.
Let's go home.
I think it did require me being the age I am now and having that amount of life behind me.
Well, it's been quite a ride for the talented Mr. Matt Damon. He's a bona fide box office draw, selling billions of dollars of movie tickets throughout his career. This, of course, includes Matt's brilliant breakout Good Will Hunting, which he co-writes with childhood best friend Ben Affleck.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
However, Matt's transformation into Odysseus requires great sacrifice.
I lost a lot of weight. He wanted me lean but strong. Stopped eating gluten. I used to walk around at between 185 and 200, and I did that whole movie at 167.
Holy cow.
And I haven't been that light since high school.
Matt also obeys Nolan's strongest request, growing authentic warrior-style facial hair for a movie for the first time.
Facial hair was great.
Yeah, well, that took a while.
I told him this was going to be hard.
Help me go home.
Chris is, I think, wildly underrated as a writer. I think because he's such a great director, that kind of overshadows his screenwriting. It's an amazingly ambitious story. But once I read the screenplay and locked into that, I had every advantage, given that that was the text I was working with.
What a talent. I mean, it's extraordinary what he can do. And Matt, he has this incredible everyman quality. He's very, very relatable. But he's also Jason Bourne, as a sort of icon of, action movies. And I needed both those things in one person. And Matt gives you that. He leads from the front. He brings the whole cast and crew along with him.
And then there's a father-son story for the ages.
My dad is coming home.
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know.
What is so cool for me at this juncture in my career is to find myself in situations where I get to learn from people.
That's extra fitting because in the Odyssey, Prince Telemachus, aka Tom Holland, is a star pupil.
I could take the throne.
We grow up with Telemachus over Odysseus's 20-year journey, and it's the same for Tom. On day one, his chops are there, from his ballet training and UK stage launch in Billy Elliot to his film debut in the tsunami drama The Impossible with Naomi Watts, earning him a Critics' Choice Award nomination.
And it's been the most amazing experience for me. So I'm not looking at the Oscars. If it did happen, it would be the icing on the cake, but I'm really chilled.
Almost 14 years later, Tom still sticks to that mission.
Working with Annie and with Matt, especially that one scene that you guys have together, it's a 9-minute long sequence. The camera can only run for 3 minutes, so every 3 minutes they're cutting the cameras. You and Matt are having to stay in the moment. And I wasn't supposed to work that day. I wasn't in that scene, but I remember staying behind because I was so curious about how you guys would tackle it. And it's just so cool to still be in a place of learning.
But it's Tom's real-life partner Zendaya who is the set's formidable beacon of insight as Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war.
Why can't God speak in ways we understand?
Who doesn't understand thunder? Fire.
Matt Damon got enlightenment from Zendaya, and you didn't. Not once. I don't think there are any scenes with Athena and Telemachus.
No, that is correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the wisdom is...
Oh, I see.
Right?
There is a scene where you are both in the same room, though.
We were in the same room.
Yes.
And I was also I was there when she shot her big, massive scene during the Siege of Troy. I was in sweatpants and a hoodie, like hiding in the corner, just enjoying.
Just holding a hot beverage for you.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I'm here if you need me.
You're doing great.
But it was a wild experience for both of us. It was an amazing experience, and Z feels the same.
Like Tom, Zendaya's performing roots run deep.
Hey, I'm Jessie.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. You're Zendaya.
Yes.
Just one word.
Just one word.
Like Cher.
Yes.
Or Madonna.
Exactly.
From early Disney dreams to Euphoria, Denis Villeneuve's Dune film series, and back again.
You're known as a set sponge. You go to set, you learn. Denis Villeneuve, fellow Canadian. So what wisdom did you sponge off this set?
Oh my God, I can't even begin. Honestly, I think I did the same thing. I did ask. I was like, can I come to set? I'd love to watch some things.
She has the range with her roles and her style.
This film, but also Greek mythology, has informed and influenced fashion in so many ways.
Zendaya's daring dressing makes her press tours appointment viewing thanks to her longtime creative partnership with image architect Law Roach.
While the scale is so big and everything is the stakes feel so high and everything's so intense, there's also such an ease.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? In the way that Chris handles a set, there's such a you know what you want.
Yeah.
And you know when you have it, and I just can totally trust that you're guiding me where I need to go.
Don't you remember?
Yeah, there was just such a chillness, I guess, that I was like, wow, okay, he just is so calm under the pressure.
He's a confident filmmaker.
Very confident.
And it gives you that confidence as well.
Zendaya, you play Athena, who has a spiritual connection to both Odysseus and Penelope. And there's a very powerful moment between your three characters. So I'm obsessed with Anne Hathaway, who is mother. The culture calls her mother, which means icon, legend, Mother Mary, Mother Prada, Mother Ithaca. She is mother.
I haven't heard Mother Ithaca yet. I like that.
Nice. I like that.
I might get pillows.
You had said that Anne Hathaway helped you carry your performance.
Yeah.
How is Anne Hathaway mother? Like, what does she bring to this?
She's amazing. It's just a real emotional honesty. When you're acting opposite her is just absolutely undeniable. It really does transport you.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
And I want to talk about this interpretation of Penelope and creating that yearning soulmate bond with Matt Damon, who says you carried his performance.
No, he's saying that to be very nice. That's over generous. I have to say, as a mom in real life, I very much hope all of my children grow up to be as wonderful as my on-screen child. Tom is like a dream son. And that honestly is like kind of the key to it. We have this amazing script, brilliant actors, but like also I just really like love Tom and I really love Matt.
Fresh off the nearly $700 million box office smash, The Devil Wears Prada 2,
I want to talk about this odyssey of reconnecting with Andy.
I like what you did there.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Here, Anne Hathaway rises to the occasion once again as Penelope, the Queen of Ithaca.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Originally seen as stoic and long-suffering, Nolan reinterprets her femininity as more steely and strategic, mirroring Odysseus's intellectual skills. Yes, Anne's Penelope stands her ground against a pack of ravenous, sinister suitors coming for her kingdom, including Corey Hawkins and Robert Pattinson as Antinous the Instigator.
Even though this was this big epic movie, it was really grounded in intimate appreciation of each other, respect for each other. And I don't think any of us wanted to let Chris down. We all just harnessed our highest strength and our highest passion, and we just tried to be, an actor that was worthy of being in a Chris Nolan movie.
And if Anne's Christopher Nolan confidence sounds familiar, that's because it's their third collaboration, following The Dark Knight Rises and Interstellar, where she rescues Matt Damon's character.
I just found it so easy to fall into these scenes just by looking at her. And she's an amazingly generous actress, meaning she works very hard off camera for everybody, not just me. It's their moment on camera, and he is completely giving a full tears and all performance so that they can react the way they're meant to react in the scene in a very honest way.
Going toe-to-toe with Anne is an absolute dream for two-time Emmy winner Zendaya. Back in 2014 at 17, she posts this sketch of Anne on her socials.
What's so cool is like we've actually been able to do campaigns for other things together. So I have been able to like, I guess, experience her in real life. And she's so kind and generous. And I just remember that day I was so impressed with her emotional control, like the way she was able to like dive in emotionally and stay there, like even when the cameras had to reload, and that's a very difficult thing to do emotionally. And then when she was done and I was like talking to her off camera, she was like, hey, so how have you been? And I was like, whoa, like how are you able to just like tap in and be so present, and then also be so like kind and like warm and like just have like a normal conversation. She's incredible.
Christopher Nolan's incredible vision for the Odyssey also includes two other Oscar-winning screen sirens.
We won the war.
Charlize Theron is the misunderstood immortal seductress Calypso.
It's absolute magic. I mean, it's just everything and so much more, actually, than I could have imagined.
Meanwhile, Lupita Nyong'o aces her parts as twin sisters Clytemnestra and Helen of Troy and redefines their power beyond their fabled beauty.
I was taken by the thesis statement or question in his film, which is like, what is the cost of war? And when you read the Iliad and the Odyssey or iterations of it, very little time is spent in contextualizing these women. You know, they are either the perpetrators or the victims. And here he was interested in giving us a little bit of a context of what the effect of war has been on their lives. And I just thought that was really interesting and maybe even noble.
And it's Nolan himself who boasts the strongest magnetism as a brand. His $2.6 billion The Dark Knight trilogy rewrites the superhero genre, and The Odyssey is already historic.
The Odyssey is the first feature film ever shot entirely with IMAX film cameras. There's nothing like seeing a movie shot on film, presented on film.
We really felt a great opportunity, but also a great sense of responsibility. You're making the film for people who know it really well and have very strong feelings about it, and for people who know nothing about it.
Another returning member of your company, Elliot Page. Have to talk about Elliot. I'm Canadian. This is a Canadian show.
To work with a director like Chris has just been, you know, two of the most satisfying moments of my career.
What was it like bringing him back onto one of your sets, and what did he bring to this story?
It was very cool working with Elliot again. I first worked with him on Inception.
Yeah.
It was really nice to have a reunion. You know, the character Elliot's playing as Sinon is actually taken from the Aeneid, but it's about putting a human face on the cost of war.
Yes.
Elliot's just an incredible talent. It was great to work with him.
You referred to this as a poem. It is. It's an epic poem, and the poets of our time are rappers. And so we have Travis Scott in the film as the bard. Can you talk about bridging the distance between the classical period and now and in this story?
So for about the last 100 years, a lot of academics have believed that this is a story that was passed down through oral formulaic poetry. And I'm like, well, why aren't we talking about rap? Because it's so clearly the closest thing to what we're talking about that exists. And I'd worked with Travis on Tenet. He did a song for the soundtrack on that movie, and I just thought it would be really something to get him to portray a bard, because it becomes important to just sort of know, you know, how these stories are handed down.
Yes.
The Odyssey has always been about storytelling, and I really wanted to have the modern equivalent of a bar in there, suggesting how these stories were passed along.
When in the world will you be able to like be on a set like this?
There was a really great group of first-time Nolaners that were like experiencing working with him for the first time, and then we had, you know, veterans that we could be like, am I doing a good job? It couldn't have been a better masterclass for me as a young actor.
Zendaya, Tom Holland, Charlize Theron, John Leguizamo, and Lupita Nyong'o are the Odyssey's Nolan newbies. The filmmaker and his wife, producing partner Emma Thomas, regularly select from an elite company of actors, including Sir Michael Caine, Cillian Murphy, Christian Bale, who have all appeared in more than 4 of Nolan's films. Tenet stars Himesh Patel and Robert Pattinson make their epic returns this time, and many are still waiting on their first call.
He's never asked me to be in anything. Christopher Nolan.
He's pretty good.
Must be nice. Tell him I say hi.
Can't believe I'm not in the Odyssey because everyone else is. Christopher, Teckerville.
You had like a 2-hour dinner with Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
And I think he pitched you. What did you appreciate about the scale of his ambition?
I knew, you know, Zendaya had signed on, and Tom, and obviously Matt and Anne Hathaway. They told me he was interested in me for the role. It was mine to lose, so I was trying not to eat too much and spit on him, you know, do all the wrong things. The challenge that he gave himself to take this masterpiece, you know, that might be one of the most difficult things to bring to a modern audience, to adapt from, you know, 800 pages to this incredible script, and it's so accessible. It's so present day that we can all see ourselves in.
The Romeo and Juliet standout is nearly unrecognizable as Eumaeus, Odysseus' radically loyal servant and friend with close ties to his son Telemachus.
It was a 4-hour transformation with, you know, the prosthetics, the bleached hair was like a 2-day process that I had to repeat every once a month. And he gives you the space to create. You feel that from Chris, that he really trusts and picked you for a reason.
If you're studying the Odyssey at school, you know, how the books that I had to study are the same. I didn't have it in my curriculum. But we'd always try and watch the film version of what we were studying.
Yeah.
All the Shakespeare, we would always like wait for the lesson where the teacher goes, "Oh, just watch the movie."
Yes.
You know? And this is going to be one of those. Like, I really hope that the kids get to just go on a trip to the cinema to watch it as a class or whatever, and be sort of thrilled by it. You know,
It's more relevant than ever.
It has informed my life whether I knew it or not. And so to make something this foundational cool is cool.
So now, Tom, as a Tottenham Hotspur supporter,
No, this is a little contentious. I haven't spoken about this yet.
Oh, that's so sick. Look.
We actually made an agreement that we were never going to talk about it on camera.
Okay.
Congratulations, lads.
And I will say that I did support Arsenal in the Champions League final.
You did?
I sat down with my brother, Sam, who's a big supporter, and I did support Arsenal. And I'll get crucified online for saying that, but I did support Arsenal.
I appreciate that. I'm going to zip my lip from all of the other commentary and just say an elegant thank you.
You're welcome.
She is mother.
She is mother. Love that.
Congratulations on this film. It's so good.
Thank
I'll see you next time.
See you next time. Can't wait to see what you're wearing.
Love your outfit.
Oh, thank you. This movie is every movie. It's an incredible work. I really appreciate it. Thank you.